Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, we're going to talk about bench form. Specifically, some of you worry way too much about your bench press form. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right, bench form. Some of you worry about it so much, like it's some magical holy grail. Like if you just nail all these complicated form cues and string them together, that somehow it's going to propel your bench press into the stratosphere and it's going to propel your chesticle gains to the next level. And honestly, many of you worry way too much about bench press form. Now, let me backtrack a little bit. You have the big three lifts, right? You have squats, bench, and deadlifts. And of the three, two of them it's very critical that you nail your form. It's very critical. It's very important that you nail your form on squats, and it's very important that you nail your form on deadlift. On squats, if you don't nail your form, if you don't get your form right, there's a good chance you're going to be getting very little out of your squat. They're going to be high, your knees are going to be in, all kinds of train wreck issues. You're going to fold, you're going to hurt your lower back, etc. On deadlifts, kind of the same thing. Deadlifts are a little bit more forgiving, but if your form isn't right, you're going to have more stress on your lower back. Squats, if your form is crap, you're probably going to get very little quad development out of it. Deadlifts, if your form is a little bit off, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're probably going to get a little bit less back development, and you're probably going to stress your lower back a little bit more. But now, on bench press is far more forgiving. Form is not that critical. In fact, I would say the average person that comes to me worries way more about form than the lifters I know, the experienced lifters I know. You look at guys that I've had on my channel like Alpha Destiny and Faz. Faz has been on here quite a bit. I think some of you worry more about form in training, your training form, than we ever have. Basically, you want control on your bench. You want good quality control. You don't want to just be rapidly lowering the weight, bouncing it off your chest, and those kinds of shenanigans. You want good control, and you want to be tight. You don't want to be wiggling around. You don't want your feet wiggling around. You don't want to be loose in the upper body. But beyond that, all this over worrying about leg drive and arch and all these other form cues, I'm going to tell you, and this might sound controversial to some of you, it's way overblown. It's way overblown. You need to focus more on your bench strength than you need to worry about leg drive. Leg drive isn't some holy grail. It's not going to add 30 pounds to your bench. And, it's to the point where I see people over-focusing on their bench form so much that if their butt comes up during a bench set, they're like, the rep didn't count. Bullshit, it didn't count. This isn't a butt competition, right? We're not judging you on your butt. We're trying to get big and strong here, so relax. It doesn't matter if your ass comes off the bench. In fact, it doesn't even matter during training if you use any leg drive at all. Hate to break the news to you, but that's the reality. You guys, the average trainer, you don't need to worry about leg drive. Heck, you really don't even need to worry about leg drive unless you are looking at competition, looking at competing. It's just not something you need to build muscle and strength. It's just not something you need to train properly. And this over-focus on these 248 form cues and setting up and getting an arch and all that kind of stuff, some of you just way over-focus on it, where you should be putting this energy into just basic getting strong. Now on the bench, what do you need? You need to get your feet set before you unrack, okay? You don't need leg drive. In fact, I never really train with leg drive. I use a little bit during competition. I know how to use some during competition, but you really don't need to train with leg drive. You need to get your feet set. So what I tell folks is plant your feet and just try to gently spread the floor. You don't want your feet dancing or moving around after you unrack the bar, because if that's happening, your upper body's probably getting loose. From there, you You want to get nice and tight in your upper back, okay? You want to get I kind of pull my lats together. I kind of get this nice tightness. The only thing I really think about when I'm setting up is trying to push my hips towards my lats, okay? I push my hips towards my lats and I pinch my lats, okay? I get that good lat tightness, that base. That's all I do. I unrack and I'm in that position. I'm trying to push my hips. I'm visually thinking about pushing my hips towards my back. And when I lower the bar, I'm just thinking about rowing it down to my chest. That'll help you keep that back platform, that solid back platform, and that'll help you from getting too loose. That's really what you want to avoid, a reckless, just bouncing, rapidly lowering the bar during your bench press. You want to avoid that, and you just want a reasonable amount of tightness. You don't need an arch, okay? You don't really need an arch. You don't really need all these 248 form cues. And in fact, they're not the holy grail. They're not the game changer. Most of you just need a basic amount of form cues. Get your feet set, get your grip right. Think about pushing your hips towards your back. Get a good back platform. You're going to be fine as long as you're not doing this arms raised, 90-degree benching and bouncing the bar off your chest. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.